You're listening to a Destiny Park Media podcast. Your desktop is a picture of all the little Ippo characters.
Yeah, the little homies.
And I went through and I named all of them. You saw it.
I did.
There was one character I missed. Do you know which one? I just realized it while I was looking at it right now.
Takamura?
No, I got him.
Okay. Oh, you forgot your man.
I forgot the centerpiece of the whole portrait. Kimura. Yeah.
Kimura is the centerpiece.
And this is the obligatory mention of the Ippo-Pa-Looza we're doing. Every other week we're going to be going over the films, the series,
the OVAs.
Yep. And
many plurals.
It's a lot of fun. It's my favorite show.
Yeah, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, if it were a person, I would hug it and kiss it.
You'd be like, "Don't go,
don't go." That's why we're dragging it out, because
that's really what's happening here. Is we've come to the end of it, and we're like, "No, it's not over.
It's never over." Rocky style.
It's never over.
It's never over.
Yeah.
If he can change, I
can change.
Yeah.
Such a horrible.
We lost a supporter on Patreon.
I'm sorry.
We have one listener who's a huge Rocky fan.
No, I'm a huge fan as well.
Okay, and I am as well.
I'm just teasing the line because it's kind of very 80s and corny, but it's funny.
Well, I haven't watched the series in a while, but a few years ago when I did watch the trilogy, plus I think I watched 4 as well, but my memory is a little squeaky on that.
Sure.
That trilogy holds up. That's probably up there with my favorite trilogies, along with like Star Wars and Jaws. Jaws. I think the third Jaws is not so... you know what? Yeah, the second and third Jaws are bad.
Yeah, it's really about the first one.
It's really, they ran out of stories after the first one.
The thing with Rocky, though, is that the fourth one, outside of that trilogy, is probably my favorite one. Well, maybe second favorite. I think the original is pretty great. Damn, there's a lot of good stuff in there, actually, in 2 and 3. I think 4 is better than 3.
Really? With
Mr.
Russian?
T. Yeah, the Russians. Yeah, I think the Russian storyline is way cooler.
I will break you.
I
must break you. Yeah,
he's bust. Yeah, that was fantastic. And then a homeboy dies in it.
Apollo,
Mr. Apollo. Yeah.
Apollo 11.
The Apollo 11 crashed during the movie as well.
Look out! Yeah, that was scary stuff in the middle of a boxing ring.
Yeah. It was a quite climactic ending.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
because I'm panicking. Going, wait, is Jaws 3 good?
Are you thinking about it? Like,
I'm wondering. I think the only one I liked besides Jaws 1 is 4 because it's so over the top cheesy that it's enjoyable.
Also, I feel like, by the way, speaking of series, or like trilogies and series, thank you. Series is that usually, especially in like the 90s and like 80s and 90s and stuff, I feel like the director always changed. Like it was never like a director doing all 3 films, except for maybe like a George Lucas thing.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah.
Forget about Star Wars. You must not.
You must not.
Thank you. A little Yoda.
Yoda mixed in with what's that character that everyone hates from the prequels?
I almost said Fozzie Bear.
That's funny. That'd be hilarious if
I was thinking of Frank Oz, who voiced Yoda and Fozzie Bear.
Oh, nice. Oh, he did both?
Yeah, he did both.
Oh, that's sick. That's actually sick.
Never at the same time, I don't think.
Sure. Yeah, it's that weird alien character that I can't think of.
Jar Jar.
Yeah,
a good friend of mine.
Good friend
who is also on the Patreon, so we lost him, I think.
Well, I mean, I didn't say I hated him.
Oh.
I said everybody else.
You did, that's true.
I'm not as invested in the Star Wars universe to know much more than what's talked about around like the outside. I'm an outside looking in type of guy with that series.
And that's why you can be friends with Jar Jar.
Exactly. I don't have the bias against you, Jar Jar.
Yeah.
You do sound weird though.
And I will not be imitating Jar Jar just for, the obvious problematic. What is he offensive towards?
I'm not
okay.
enough to even know that.
I think I saw that it was Jamaican black people as
really
offensive towards.
I didn't think about
the fact that it differentiates to specifically Jamaican makes me go, I don't know.
Yeah, people are reaching now.
That's like a seasoned racist knows who it's
so obviously Jamaican.
who it's specifically offensive. Like, did you ever watch King of the Hill?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite shows.
Okay, yeah, I've been.
It's coming back, by the way.
It is. Mm-hmm. I'm not so sure about that, but I've been rewatching the clips.
Yep.
And I used to own season 1 on DVD.
Nice.
One of my favorite gags in the whole show is when Khan, who is he's an Asian gentleman.
I think he's Laotian.
Laotian, yes. And this is where the gag comes in. So I didn't want to spoil it.
Sorry, I've already ruined the show.
You stepped on.
God damn, why did you step on the joke?
This is live theater, man. You got to give me
Can we let's do that scene.
We can't cut in live theater.
All right, let's keep going.
Line. Laotian. He's Laotian. And Hank and his friends are trying to be like not racist. They're not trying to be unwelcoming. But the small talk that Hank and his Texan friends, if you haven't seen the show, it's like a very satire, conservative, people in Texas.
Yes.
Arlen, Texas. His conversational opening line is, "So are you Chinese or Japanese?"
He says,
"I'm Laotian," and then they have no idea what that means.
They just sit there for a second.
The ocean. What do you mean? And then later on, like, they do ask him again. Yeah, they ask him multiple times. And Hank's dad, who's in his 80s, and
he must be
fought in World War I.
Hey, this is Mike in the editing bay. He fought in World War II, guys.
70s, 80s.
He meets Khan, and one of them says, "He's Japanese, I think." And he goes, "No, he's not. He's Laotian. Ain't you, Mr. Khan?" and Khan's face, he's like kind of like, it's weird. He feels like sort of respected and then also uncomfortable. And he's like relieved that someone knows he's Laotian and what that means.
It's who it's coming from, which is weirding him out.
But he's like been the most respectful to him, despite clearly being racist. And
Hank's dad's a really interesting
Cotton.
Cotton Hill.
Cotton Hill. Yeah, very fascinating anti-hero type character.
Very much so. Very much.
I don't know if he goes full antagonist because he loves Bobby so much. But
he doesn't hate his son. He just
abused him.
He's.
But he has some awareness of what he put Hank through.
Yes, so he just buries that deeper.
Yeah, and he'll admit at certain points under duress that, like, you're a better dad than me. Like, you made Bobby. All I made was you. So perfect way to like compliment him while stabbing him in the back.
Yes, it's great.
At the same time.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, so I'm C Mike or potentially D Mike today because I got nothing.
It's okay.
Nothing really to talk about. I mean, I have little things here and there.
Oh yeah, we'll jump in here and there. I mean, the biggest thing that I wanted to get to today is that I've discovered something new. Something provocative. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if provocative is actually the right word. It's more intriguing. Tantalizing is a crazy word.
Oh man, I hope it's a new restaurant because you're making me hungry.
I know it sounds very food related, but most of my descriptors are very food related because I'm just such a disgusting foodie. Just love everything food, but
like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, new show alert. Ring the bell.
Ding ding ding.
Not an anime though. TV. Apple TV to be more specific.
Oh, so it is food. Okay, good.
There we go.
I think the apple's rotten right to the core.
I didn't take a bite of this one.
Okay.
But the show, however, is Severance. I'm late on the Severance train. But I think it's 2 seasons in so far. I think people are waiting on the 3rd. I'm almost finished with the 1st season. Severance is a sci-fi thriller.
Any comedic elements?
It's directed by Ben Stiller, actually.
I've seen that.
Yeah, which I thought was really interesting. But the lead actor, have you ever seen what's it called? Have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
Yeah, it's Adam Scott, right?
Yep. Yeah. So Adam Scott is the lead in this show.
A famous comic actor.
But the show is actually more. It actually sits. You know, it plays that weird in between. Sci-fi kind of has like serious and comedic moments that splice in between it, or even not supposed to be funny, but is funny because you're the audience watching it. What's a good description of like another show that's kind of like that, but that has like funny moments in it, but it's not really supposed to be funny. It's just
I'm immediately thinking of The Bear.
Yeah.
That is an interesting case where that's a show that has gotten nominated as a comedy.
Yeah.
And people get kind of mad about that because it's not a comedy. It's more of a drama with occasional comedic moments.
Right, exactly. I think this show fits kind of in that same kind of style.
I don't know if you watched this show, but the show Mad Men.
Oh, yeah.
Had a ton of comedic moments for being purportedly a drama.
That's true. So, it's very, very funny.
But I don't know if you've watched it, so we can
we can move past. I don't want people to realize like if I've watched it or not. Don't spoil. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, let's just say if you do some research, you'll find that potentially we've watched it.
We may or may not have watched it.
Mayhap.
Yeah, mayhap. The creator though is Dan Erickson.
Never heard of this guy.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I haven't heard of him since this.
Yeah.
And I was actually really intrigued. I was like, who created this concept? The synopsis, honestly, for the show is about this character that Adam Scott is playing. He works for a company. I'm going to give you my own synopsis, actually.
Okay, cool.
I'd rather not read. That sounds like I'm like against reading.
That's why you're watching the show.
Thank you. I'd rather not.
You're a dubby, so
that's true. I don't want to read
it. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, how dare you watch yourself.
Dubbies don't hate reading.
I just choose not to do it.
Yeah.
No. So the character Adam Scott, he works for this company called Lumen, and this company apparently. When you work there, you are giving them the consent to implant like this chip into your brain. And when you work there, they basically have to turn you off in a way. And so you have two versions of yourself.
An innie and an outie?
An innie and an outie, exactly. Have you seen this show?
No, I've only heard people reference innie and outie.
Okay, so that's how you know the reference to the innie and outie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's their little, like, cutesy name that they call it, like, when they're working there. But, so the innie person is, like, almost like a brand new person. It's yourself, but, like, no connection to the outside world.
Yeah.
And so their life is literally within the office, like office life. They work with these certain people. They remember those people that they work with in the office, but once shift is over, they enter the elevator and come back up. It switches back on to their, regular Earth life,
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So it's super interesting. I love really weird concepts, and I've just been hearing a lot about this show, like every so often would hear about it when people were really watching, I think during when the second season was running.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna check that out. And then somebody mentioned that it's a sci-fi show. Once I heard the word sci-fi, I was very intrigued because I'm a big sci-fi guy.
I know it.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. It's a sci-fi show. I'm a huge sci-fi fan, so I'm going to jump into it. Jumped into it and just started off not explaining too much, which I actually like too. I like an air of mystery.
Yeah.
And this show has a ton of that.
For episodic TV, it's important to unveil things slowly and tastefully.
Yeah, so they're just kind of bringing you along this character journey. I'm going to call him by his character name, which is Ben Stiller. No, I'm just kidding.
Ben Stiller goes, this is actually what I go through.
Yeah, this is my life. The show could actually really be seen as a metaphor for... as I'm watching, I'm like, I feel like some of this is very metaphorical to like life and work-life balance and splitting your time.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, it fits in that zone, but that's kind of watching the show from like a different angle. Mm-hmm. Right now, since the show is new to me, I'm kind of watching it from a purely narrative, not getting too much on the outside of like theories and things like that. Mm-hmm. The main character's name is Mark S. or Mark Scout. He works with like 3 other guys, or he used to work with 4 other guys. Not to spoil too much, but this is kind of the intro of the show. Yeah. One of the characters who used to work there for years, and he was best friends with, his innie was best friends with. Yeah. Wasn't there one day, and they apparently said, oh, the guy quit or something. Mark S.'s character was like kind of distraught about it. He was upset about it, and he was like wondering like what happened to my friend. Petey is the character's name that was missing. Yeah. And they don't really explain anything to him. They're like, well, you're going to be the new manager now that Petey's gone. And he has to take on this new responsibility. And things are getting a little weird. Things are getting crazy. A new worker comes down to work with them now to replace Petey's work. Mm-hmm. A lady by the name of Helly R. She goes down there to work with them. And with that character, you actually don't know much about her outie at all. Mm-hmm. You just see her down there working with them. With Mark S.'s character, you see him going in and out. So you see his outside life, you see him go back in. Cool. So you get a good concept of what's going on. But anyway, the big mystery that's not described yet to me is that they're working on some type of computations, numbers on a screen. It's very like menial, like task work that doesn't really have much explanation. And the new lady that goes down there, Helen R., she's like asking them like, "What do we do here?" Like, and nobody can really answer it. They're like, "Oh, we're looking at scary numbers," and like clicking on them and like sorting them into different buckets. Wow, it's literally like weird, like mindless work. Wow. But obviously the whole company is like everyone has a different department and everyone's doing different things. Mm-hmm. And so it's a mystery about what they're doing there. It's a mystery to the innies why they're there, because they don't have consciousness of why their outies like have them working there. Because to do this procedure is very controversial outside of the office. Like there's like protests about the company. People saying like F lumen and like it's inhuman to like split your brain up, and they're doing like weird things to people. So it's kind of controversial that he works there. And but yeah, the show is super intriguing. I don't want to give too much else away, otherwise I'd be kind of telling you beat by beat what's going on. Haven't finished it yet. I'm like 2 more episodes until the end of the first season. Okay, then I can move on to the second season. But I'm really, really, really loving because it's giving me a lot of questions, and I like to think a lot about like the world that's built in front of me. Mm-hmm. And they're doing a really great job kind of like giving you like carrot bits and bringing you down this train of like what's going on and what are they doing and like what are they trying to find out, and throwing this new character Helly R into the mix. She's like against the whole thing. Like at first she was there for a second and she's like, yeah, I'm going to try it out, and if I don't like it, I'll resign. I'm going to tell my outie that I don't want to work here. And like the first day, she's like, I don't this number thing, I don't get it. I don't think I'll work here. And they're like, you have to at least try to work here. And she's like, no, I'm going to resign. So she has to write a note, basically keep it on her so that her outie sees that there's a note saying that she wants to leave or wants to resign. And basically she goes through a bunch of trials of trying to quit, and it doesn't work for her. And then she kind of has to be there and has to basically do the grind, because her outie's like, you're going to stay there and work type of shit. And she's like, wow. So I won't give away some of the cool lines that are said in that moment. But yeah. So anyway, really into the show. Apple's got one on their hands with this. This one's a strong. I think you'd really like it actually too. To be honest, it's really good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's weird, but but I love it. It's the fact that it's so weird and the concept is bizarre. It's just really sci-fi. Really sci-fi. I'll add a little thriller in there to it. It's bizarre. I love it though.
Well, I've only heard good things about this show. My only thing to say right now is there is a meme going around where it's those Wojaks.
Wojaks.
That's a reaction image that's used on like 4chan where it's like, those guys pointing at something.
Sure.
But sometimes there's an angry nerd that's glaring and like fuming at the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
There's a meme where it says, you tell TV fans that you haven't seen a show that they're into. And then it goes, oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? You haven't seen Succession? You haven't seen Severance? And that's the only thing I think of is just that meme right now.
Yeah, that's, I don't have that energy.
I know you don't.
Generally, people will watch whatever they're going to watch, but.
What are you doing?
And by the way, I'm super late, I feel like.
You are.
Yeah, like, people were talking about these shows like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
no hate. You are late.
Yeah, it's very, yeah.
But I will be even later. So you're going to lap me.
At least I'm there. I mean, I think, it's only season 2. Who knows how long the show will go to, but really good stuff.
Okay.
I'm really into it. So,
well, I'm not opposed, but I don't know when I will get a Apple Plus subscription.
That's a good point. Not everyone has Apple. I don't even know why I have Apple, to be honest with you.
I had it once when there was a new Godzilla show called Monarch. Well, it's actually a Legendary Pictures MonsterVerse show.
Oh, cool.
But they call it, the media reported on it as if it were a Godzilla show, and then that led to disappointed nerds.
What was it actually?
It's MonsterVerse is the Legendary Pictures Warner Brothers.
Oh, I see.
Thing where they have like Kong and Godzilla. And
it's a mashup.
All sorts of different monsters and like original monsters, and so this show was like a Monster of the Week type of show where each episode had like different little critters. And
interesting.
I only watched one episode before I said I'm done.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
It wasn't bad at all. Like, but that's exactly the problem. It was just kind of there. It was like they were trying to give it the same vibe as Godzilla 2014, that American Godzilla film.
What was your thoughts on that again?
The 2014 one?
Yeah.
They should not have killed off Cranimal. That's my thoughts ultimately. Nobody needs to hear about my Godzilla thoughts for too long.
It's okay. But I can remember if you were plus or minus.
Overall I'm plus. I think it's one of the best blockbusters of the 2000s.
Oh, okay, so you are high-ish on it.
High-ish, yeah.
Okay.
It's a huge missed opportunity because it could have been like a 10 out of 10 movie.
Oh, okay.
They had Frank Darabont, who's like an amazing writer, writes a great chunk of the first like quarter of the movie.
Sure.
And then the rest of the script was done by some other guy. No offense to the other guy.
Whoever the other guy is.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but sure. I used to check to see if he was writing these movies because I knew if he was, they would
be bad. Yes, thank you. It would not be to your liking or to anyone.
But well,
I'm kidding. I'm
certain lick-spittle fools. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But no, I like 2014 overall. I used to love it like crazy, but its flaws became more apparent over time.
I see. So you started to kind of see it for some of the things that were missing.
Yeah. Okay. But I think overall it's still a really important and good movie.
Nice.
But this film was like, or this series Monarch was like trying to be like that movie, but it really lacked. I'm going off one episode, but it lacked a driving force that made me want to keep watching.
Right. They didn't hook you, basically.
Yeah. I think it might have been like 2 episodes, actually.
Sure. So and it still didn't hook you.
Nearly double. No, it's exactly double.
Nearly double.
But no, so if I were to get a tax write-off and watch Apple Plus for the Akira slide Apple Pod.
Yeah.
Then,
Apple Pod.
Then maybe I would also watch the little
exclusive tab,
little Severance.
No, the thing with Severance, the thing with that show is that I think I'm with you kind of. If I'm not grabbed in some certain way, like first episode, if I'm not intrigued or hooked or something.
Yeah, you got to have a hook.
Yeah, if you can't hook me in the first ep, I'll give you maybe one more to try to like have something that's like, okay, I want to see what's happening. Like, so it got me first ep. I I was curious about what was going on, like in the show, like from first step. So once you get me there, and it's weird enough, I like weird shit. So it kind of hit it checked a lot of the boxes for me. So
I get tired of the TV discourse, man, where it's like,
there's a lot of it.
Well, and the classic line is give it a few episodes.
I don't like that though.
That's super lame because it immediately sets my expectations like to the floor.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, I have to wait for this to get good.
So I waste I waste hours of my life. We're just watching like paint dry. All of a sudden
it's gonna get good.
You just got to get to know all 19 of these characters, and
you know what show was like that?
Here we go.
I know. I'm going there. You know what show was like that?
Get ready, folks.
Yeah.
Hajime no Ippo.
No, Ippo was good. Ippo was good from the get.
It was good the whole time.
Yeah.
I think it took a while to get cooking.
Yes,
but it was good, and it actually I love that it was very slow for the first 3 episodes, where it's like first he meets Takamura, then he's like, I want to be a boxer, but it's not like he all of a sudden goes, I want to be a boxer, and he's a boxer.
Right.
They did really
you missed
good.
The intro.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
What was the show that you were going to say?
Good old Game of Thrones.
Ugh.
Game of Thrones was one of those shows where I remember first watching it and being like, why is there so many characters in this show? I don't know. And, it's like, there's so many names and some dragons. By the way, speaking of dragons, people, I remember that this show, everyone was geeked about this show who didn't know what it was because they thought dragons were going to be coming, it's going to be a part of the show. Eventually it's going to be in the show.
Yeah.
People that probably read the book or whatever that knew that dragons are coming. I'm sure they're talking to their friends like, no, bro, keep watching. When they get down, there's going to be dragons in the show.
Get ready for Smaug.
Get ready for smoking fire.
Smaug. And then, dude, that's J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah, Tolkien. Wait a minute. He's,
Lord of the Rings.
He's Lord of the Rings, exactly.
Lord of the Strings.
Lord of the Sith. No, back to stuff.
Lord of the Strings is my nickname as a guitar player.
I like that, actually. As a nickname, you should run with that.
I will.
Yeah, you should.
Now I just gotta, and what I'll tell people when I'm in the crowd and I'm about to go up on stage, I'll say, I start out really bad for the first few songs.
Yep.
But then I get good.
Yes, you play as if you're a TV series that needs to grow.
As if I'm a TV series with a large following of unhappy nerds.
Yeah, we have to no, wait for the 5th song. 5th song?
Then I switch into, what's Gear 5?
Yep, or you just change guitars, Gear 5.
Double neck.
Yeah, they're like, see, it's happening right now. It's kind of crazy. They're like, what happened to the first half of the show?
Who cares?
It doesn't matter. It's great now.
That was my innie.
That was my.
This is my Audi. So the memes where it's like my Audi loves this or my Audi loves that.
Oh, it's interesting.
That tickled me in an unpleasant way, in a dangerous way, stranger wise.
I feel that. I think. It's funny because you're mentioning the memes for the show, and I completely maybe I didn't know the reference and just skipped by them or something like that because I didn't.
Smart.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. But
for me, when I miss a reference, I go, I gotta find out what this fucking reference is.
I fuck with it. You're a researcher.
Just like Aoki.
Yes.
And anyway, that's just
more of a Ippo thing.
More of a spoiler. More of a spoiler for Ippo. I like that you go more of an Ippo.
It's more of an Ippo thing.
More of an Ippo-Pa-Looza thing.
Yeah. Back to the Palooza. Then we just make it divert. Back to the Palooza.
That'd be so funny.
Anyway.
That would be a great way to make nobody happy.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
20 minutes of a random non-anime episode. And then we go back to the Palooza.
It's like, okay, guys, I didn't want that. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want
so we got, well, anyway, the next anime that I would love to watch with you.
Yeah.
Is a little anime called Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
And I know it's actually Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x.
It's like a video game.
Yeah, this is like a video game type.
We should update the audience that we did play the Ippo game.
That's right.
After we stopped recording the last episode.
We did. We played a lot more.
Non-Ippo-Pa-Looza episode. And I became much stronger.
Oh, yeah.
And people were impressed.
Yeah, you started from the the beginning, right? You went and fought Miata in the gym.
Fought Miata, got a little...
you knocked him out quite a bit.
I gave him a real bad head injury.
Yep.
But, man, I'm hopping all over.
What were you thinking?
Well, I watched season 2, episode 1.
Sure.
New Challenger.
Yep.
This won't be a Palooza thing. This is just a random aside.
Random thought.
How much I hate Netflix. And this is tough because I watched a fan sub for season 2, episode 1.
Fan sub.
Yeah, fan subtitled. And so it was before the show was even picked up by Netflix.
Oh, very interesting.
10 years ago. Or whatever.
Okay, cool.
Probably
That's
more.
Cool.
So, but they translated the line as, plus Miata's so, what does he say? He says Miata's really skilled boxer, ... and cool. Whereas on Netflix, they translate it to Miata's really, agile and quick, ... and handsome.
Oh, geez.
So I'm kind of like,
which one is it?
Yeah, which one is it? Because it changes the scene a lot.
It does. It changes their dynamic.
Do you know which one is better, in my opinion?
No, I know you like
the handsome one is funnier.
Yes,
but I think what's better
cool
is and cool.
Yeah.
Because and handsome is like a jump the shark moment.
It really is.
Where it's like everyone's reaction where they're like, hey, what do you like, Miata? It actually makes complete sense to say that after it says and handsome.
Right.
So Ippo fussing and going, no, I just think he's a skilled boxer. I don't like him like that.
Yeah.
After that line doesn't really make sense.
Right. It's a weird jump.
Whereas and cool, and he's like got stars in his eyes. It's like he's a fan. And
it's a fanboy.
It's still in character. It's not like him crossing the line into
some romantic.
Yeah. Will they, won't they?
Will they? Yes.
If Miata has anything to say about it, they won't.
Yeah, they definitely won't.
Counter. He will counter anything that Ippo tries to do.
Shifts them, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so just Netflix. I'm believing that Netflix translated it in a weird way.
I'm sure.
Where they went overly literal to the to the line.
I'd also be from a very nerdy perspective. I may do my own translation thing and see what Google says they said. Like literally just hold the thing up to the when they're talking and see what the translator says it says.
What if it gives a third option?
I would. That would be great.
Miata's handsome and pretty. So now the first line is handsome,
or it's badass and badass.
Badass.
It's in the cool category. It's fine.
It sure is. It sure is. But no, I wound up climbing the ranks, and I believe I was fighting. Did I fight Date or no?
We didn't get to Date.
Okay.
We fought.
But I was Ippo.
Yeah, you were Ippo. And we fought Miata from the intro, and then we kind of went down and we fought
Mashida. Jallah is sawing his arm back and forth.
This is who he is to me.
And this is an audio podcast.
I know, it's like a visual. I'm a very visual person. Yeah, Mashida.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a great game. Still messing with it currently.
Nice. Well, I just wanted to let the power scalers know that I'm much stronger now than I used to be.
No, you're a good gamer for how much you don't game.
Thank you.
Truthfully.
Oh, thank you. Well,
truthfully,
I was just thinking today if I should maybe pick up my Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Start playing Sonic Generations X Shadow. Whatever it's called.
Is this DLC or something?
I'm just kidding. It is. Well, they made it a new game.
Oh, sure.
Refurbished it and added a Shadow game to it. It's weird. It's like a whole different game.
Okay, so
Shadow.
They kind of did add something on
right in time for a new system. So now I'm on.
We're on the. Me and you are both on the quote unquote past system, but like a majority of the people, I think they sold good. The new Switch 2, I think they're maybe 2-3 million in, but given that the general public Switch purchases, I think is at a couple, 100 mil or something like that. So that's only a small portion of the people that have the new system.
Yeah, I don't really hear much talk of new Switch 2 games either.
Yeah, Donkey Kong hasn't come out yet, which is, Mario Kart is their system. Yeah. I guess system packed. It can come with the system or not, but it's their intro or launch game. Thank you. I'm trying to think. It's the launch game that they have with a few others, but Donkey Kong will be their I guess, their quote-unquote Mario game, and so their Mario game comes out. So, and that'll come out this year.
Actually, new Mario?
No, the new Donkey Kong.
Oh, sorry.
Game. They'll come up with they're working on the new Mario too. But
I'm sure they're always working on.
Yeah,
Mario.
thank you. Exactly.
I was just thinking because Wonder, it feels like it just came out, that was like a few years ago. I guess.
No, yeah, I've only just started playing that game within the last like year or two.
It looks good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But no, the game's been out for like years. The Super Mario. Wonder Odyssey. I'm like losing. There's so many Mario games on the system that like I kind of lost track of which one is which.
I thought Wonder was the one that came out in like 2023.
So there's a 2D side scroller.
That's what I'm thinking of.
And that's the one. That's a Wonder. That one's super great.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Then there's a 3D Mario one that is called, I think it's Odyssey. I don't know why I'm like...
That's what I'm not thinking of.
Yeah. That game came out like years ago.
Yes.
And I just never got it and played it.
Yeah, I'd never play 3D Mario.
Yeah. 2D Mario, though, is sick.
He's the GOAT.
I would say that Mario Wonder game stands right next to Super Mario World.
Wow.
And that's talking big shit, because Super Mario World is probably like...
Yeah,
it's top 3 for me.
Game. Yeah. I've been seeing people say it's their favorite Mario.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I even said with no nostalgic glasses, it probably is better than Super Mario World, but I don't want to say that, because Super Mario World is like, it means a lot.
Yeah,
it means a lot. The game was doing a lot of things that I was like, it just blew my mind. So, and this new game actually was doing a lot of really cool shit in it too. So, similar vibes. So that's why I think they kind of can sit next to each other, old and new. Yeah, it's really good. So I'm into those. But yeah, you're a good gamer. TLDR. Roland's a good gamer.
QQ.
Yep. Decent gamer for not gaming.
Well, thank you. I whenever my family would play Halo, I would do terrible and I'd get angry.
Yeah, first-person shooters can be a bitch.
Yeah, they are a bitch.
I don't play a ton of them though anymore. I used to play them every so often.
Yeah, with the child and everything.
My 5-year-old just shooting people down with a shotgun.
We were talking before recording, and Jallah has a fly swatter in his office. Is this okay to share?
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay, because I know there's some fly fans listening to this part.
You really hit them?
No, we get them to land on the fly swatter and then gently lift the swatter out the window.
Yes, out the window.
Then they wave and say thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you.
But Jallah mentioned that's for, I said it was a buggy time of year. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, and some people leave the door open for too long. And we had to mention that's like the daddiest.
Yeah, a little passive aggressive dad comment.
Comment ever.
When they leave the door open.
And then I imagined Jallah saying, who left the damn door open?
Close that goddamn door.
When you were a kid, that was the worst thing to hear your dad say.
Yeah.
Aside from many other traumatic things.
I'm trying to think in my head, like, so I don't, my daughter's pretty young, so I don't curse really in front of her. But when she's older, am I flipping the switch?
Just cursing?
I don't really curse that much, but like, it just, when you throw the curse onto a command, it changes the tone of the command.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, it doesn't.
As a kid.
Thank you. It's like, it doesn't. I'm saying like when she's like a teenager. Like, I wouldn't even say it when she was like, even she was like 10 or something. Like, it really, she'd have to be like in teen world, and then like maybe let a couple out. But I don't know.
I think letting it out during fun moments is good.
That's funny too.
But during a command that could feel a little more intense.
Of course. You take the damn trash out.
Take the damn trash out. If you use that goofy tone, it would be that bad.
Oh, that's what I usually sugarcoat all of my
sort of walking on eggshells type of thing.
Yeah, no, I sugarcoat it all so that it's not really a command.
Walking on sugar shells.
Sugar cubes.
Sugar cubes, there you go. Oh, that was my nickname in high school, Sugar Cube.
Yeah, you look like a Sugar Cube type of guy.
Thanks, man.
I don't even know what the hell that means, but you look like a Sugar
You look like, listen, hey, watch it.
Oh, come on now.
Strike one.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Strike one.
I'm a man.
Speaking of sugar cubes,
Yeah?
when's the last time you had Kool-Aid? What's the summertime? This is a summer topic that I just brought up.
Yeah, that's great. I just don't know.
Was that a thing that you guys did?
Yeah.
Okay, because it is definitely it's a kid thing, but it's definitely also a black thing as well.
Yeah, it is. No, so I mean, my favorite Kool-Aid related thing, I think this is the more white variant.
Sure, let me hear
is the plastic bottles where you could twist off
the twist top,
the top really easily.
Yeah.
And there would usually be some drops in the twist top that you could suck out.
Yo.
I don't know if that's a universal experience or just my...
No, the thing that I had, like, my brain went back to that. I was
Sweet.
like, yeah, that was definitely a memory.
Was it, like, waxy?
It was kind of waxy.
Yeah. But I remember drinking those and just thinking, God, life is so good. It don't get better than this.
I won't lie, that is a good space. The Kool-Aid era.
Yeah. No, but we haven't... Yeah, I haven't had Kool-Aid in decades.
I don't think I have either.
20 years or something?
Yeah.
Maybe for the next pod, we can have some Kool-Aid and do a taste test.
Yeah, because since it's summer...
In the middle of summer.
We could do a couple of Kool-Aid tests. Mm-hmm. The problem with Kool-Aid... Well, honestly, everything's sugar-related, but to make a really good Kool-Aid, you do have to use a shit ton of sugar.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
Or else it doesn't taste good.
That's kind of the problem, yeah.
And this one, it's like definitely more like black families will use a shit ton of sugar to get it to really get to that. Because we're using granulated sugar. It's not like we have like high fructose hanging around where you can just squirt. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that's kind of disgusting. Just go off of high fructose.
I'm glad you don't. Does not sound healthy at all.
No, it doesn't. It really does not.
That's funny. No, I would love to try it, see if it's as good as I remember. And, I don't know what the best food to pair with Kool-Aid is. I feel like we used to have it for with pizza, I want to say.
Yeah, you could do it with a pizza. You could do it with, I think honestly, Kool-Aid usually comes along with more snacky things like chips.
That's true.
So you could do like we used to live like savages. Yeah. Now that I sit and think about it in my adult brain, I'm like, damn, we were drinking mad Kool-Aid, which sugar and it was real sugar, but it's a ton of sugar in it.
On Fridays, we used to do not every Friday, but sometimes there would be a Pizza Hut. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Pepper. Mm-hmm. We get the 2-liter Dr. Pepper from that Pizza Hut. Mm-hmm. God damn, I can't believe my parents let me
we used to do
eat and drink like shit. That. It's insane.
It is, man. The American diet is...
No judgment.
Especially in that time period. Is pretty bugged out. I mean...
Yeah, and we more times than not, it would be a meat lover's pizza. Which is insane.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I mean, at least protein.
Yeah, I mean, protein's good, right?
Right.
Processed meat. I did see a report the other day. This is a news alert. Mm-hmm, news alert. News alert. Yeah. If you have one hot dog a day, then your chances of colorectal cancer go up dramatically.
Yeah.
Now, of course, that would be if you ate one hot dog a day, which I'm not.
I mean, there is definitely a population that has and do. Not me.
Not me.
I actually hate hot dogs.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Here's the thing, though. Mm-hmm. I hate hot dogs generally.
Okay.
But I do like this my butcher's hot dog because it's kind of like the old school hot dogs that snap. Yes, that's the best kind of hot dog. I don't like the mushy shit.
Yeah,
it's disgusting. To me. Sorry, to me. Not a fan of it.
That's fair.
I like a brat. I like, I like the texture of that. Those type of things
toothsome.
Very toothsome. I love that.
As opposed to toothless.
Yeah. When you can eat a hot dog with no teeth, that's how you know you're going the wrong way.
That's a good point. I was going to bring it to How to Train Your Dragon, and then sort of bring it do-si-do back to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, there you go. Back to Game of Thrones.
I never watched Game of Thrones.
Okay. I honestly, the way it ended, it doesn't really matter if you did or did not. It has moments that were great, but overall, the way that they dropped the ball in the last couple seasons or season or two or whatever the case, it just nothing. From my perspective, the things that you would have liked to pay off never really did.
Would then be deducted.
Yeah. So the show was going to be like in the pantheon, and probably still is for some people, just because you're giving credence to like what they at least did for the majority of the show.
The journey.
And I can give them that, but you gotta end. You gotta have at least a few things that you wanted to pay off the right way, and I just don't think they did enough of that toward the end.
I think a show that had the most heinous series finale ever that like legitimately ruined the show and has stopped people from rewatching it much is How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, I think I might have heard about this.
Yeah. We don't have to talk. It's pretty old news at this point. But,
Sure.
Basically, the whole premise of the show is like the main character is sitting down with his kids. He's voiced by Bob Saget for some reason, even though he could have been voiced by what's his name, Josh Radnor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he was a man in both eras, so it doesn't make sense to have a different voice.
Exactly.
But it's fine. I'm okay.
Do what you want.
It's a show. I should just relax. But,
put your gun down, please.
It's a pitchfork, not a gun.
Fair enough.
I would not do it.
Fair enough.
Come on, man.
Keep that in your sock.
Yeah. So anyway, but he's telling his kids, "Hey, kids, so you want to hear the story of how I met your mother?" And it's treated as this momentous, romantic, beautiful moment in this man's life.
Sure.
And in the series finale, not like in the last season, but in the series finale, they do finally show how he met their mom. And it's beautiful. It's very nice. And they've been building up to it, planting breadcrumbs and seeds, and the seeds are growing beautiful plants, and other characters are having arcs, and he's having arcs. And, it's a funny show. It's not like my favorite show, but it's entertaining enough. Sure. And, we love Jason Segel and Allison Hannigan. I do love those actors.
Yeah, they are great.
So in the series finale, he says, and the kids, your mother and I met at that wedding, I think is where it was. And, we got to get to know each other and things are going great. And then I'll never forget, there's this montage of them like hanging out, going on dates. And very soon after the montage, he says, then your mom got sick and she passed away.
What?
And I'm watching this live and I go, what the fuck? Like, out loud. Because it's like the most fucked up thing I've ever seen.
Then your mom got sick and died.
Yeah, kids, as you know, your mom got sick, and it's my favorite type of writing, as you know.
Oh, Jesus!
I don't know if he literally says as you know, but he goes, kids, your mom got sick and she died.
Yeah, she died. Yeah,
and so
the audience didn't know this.
And I miss her a lot, miss her to bits, want to kiss her on the lips, and then the kids go, Dad, you know why you're really telling this story, right? And he goes, what? And they go, you want to hook up with Aunt Robin? Go ahead, it's okay. And he goes, okay. And then they show him running to Robin's apartment. By the way, this is a character who he had said multiple times in the series, this character's not good for me. Our relationship doesn't work. By the way,
Aunt Robin.
Yeah. Because they think of her as it's not his sister.
It's not an actual guy. I'm like,
the show takes place in Alabama.
Thank you.
Oh boy! Just hook up with our aunt, who's your sister.
That's fine,
dude. Yeah, there. I don't need to do the riff again.
Yep,
but
that's good.
Copyright claim, copyright ID.
Right. We got him.
But this is a sting up. This whole podcast, you were working with the FBI
we got him.
To get me to copyright ID.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But he, this is a woman who he dated for on and off, and he like idealized her, put her on a pedestal.
I see what's going on.
And but he had moved on from her and realized we shouldn't be together. And the show is paving the way for him to be with this beautiful, kind, amazing woman who was played by Christina Millenati, I want to say is how you pronounce her name.
Sure.
She wound up in that Penguin show last year.
Oh, interesting.
Very beautiful, if I may say so. Very beautiful woman.
Got you.
And then Redditor goes, you may not.
You may not.
You are banned.
You banned.
And you've just gotten banned for being sexist.
Bad.
Nah, but anyway, very beautiful. And Seagull is beautiful too.
Okay.
Now
Seagull is very beautiful as well.
Thanks, man. And his Muppet movie is awesome.
It is really awesome. I saw that. It was great.
Oh, dude, that's one of my top 5 favorite movies.
It's really good.
No, so...
I love her. I know who you're talking about.
Would you say she's beautiful?
She's great.
All right. Oh, see, now you're less sexist. She's a great actor.
No, she is beautiful.
There you go.
I'm a fan. She was also in Black Mirror as well.
Yes, she was in the SSS in Blappaber.
SSS McAllister.
That's right. Sorry.
McAllister.
It's McAllister. And you just got banned from r/Black Mirror. r/Black Mirror Circle Jerk.
You are the nerd guy, like on the computer, like typing it. Yeah, you're banned. I'm a moderator over here. You're banned.
Conduct yourself accordingly. Fuckwad.
Fuck off.
So the problem is that they wrote the series finale in season 2. They go, whenever the show ends, here's how it's going to end. Then they have the characters develop and grow. Mm-hmm. And by the way, the season 9, the whole season is like taking place during Robin and Barney's wedding. And they also, as cavalierly as they announced that his wife died, they announced that Robin and Barney got divorced after like a few months. So the entire season felt completely pointless for the fans.
Because oh my God. Yeah. You did all this long, like, we're at the wedding, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And to do a whole season of comedy television during one, like, weekend is like, it's an intense thing to pull off. And, there was a lot of filler. People hated it. They said this is, like, annoying.
Sure.
And to actively then say, not only is it annoying, but it was pointless, then that's just sad.
Yeah, I feel like, I have sympathy for shows having issues ending it well.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say my own thing, though, is that I don't think... I can understand you having a bad last episode. I get that.
Yeah, same here. I don't like the Mad Men series finale.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever talked about that.
We didn't. Yeah, I don't like it.
That's fair.
I think it's a lame episode. And I think
it's not impactful.
No, the last shot is impactful. But
yes, I was going to say that
the whole episode up. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
But that's still one of my favorite shows of all time.
Oh, yeah, of course. It doesn't ruin it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the show denullified everything that happened throughout.
It didn't make a joke out of the whole premise of the show.
Right.
And a dark joke at that.
Right, thank you.
And, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just flying by the seat of my pants.
No. We're on the same page. I think it's just that you just have to complete the show well enough so that when you get to the end, whether it's good or bad, you still can stand on your 2 legs.
Yeah, I would agree that writing a finale is really tough.
Yeah, really tough.
And that's why I do offer a ton of grace for this stuff. And it's very rare for me to love a series finale,
Yeah, sure.
I'm also very picky, it seems like. But
no, I mean, TV is TV.
If you're ending in the same sort of spirit, or I can see that you're trying to get back to the roots of the show and end it in a really thematically impactful way, I can forgive a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Scrubs series finale, which is actually not the series finale, but
really?
Season 8. Well, Season 8 was written as the last season of the show.
Okay.
And then they did a Season 9, which was ABC wouldn't have it be a spinoff, so they pretended it was a spinoff, but it was Season 9 of it's a whole thing.
Okay, it's an attached thing. Okay, fair.
But Season 8 is written as a series finale, and that one is phenomenal. It is so good, dude. The entire internet, or at least the entire Scrubs fandom, was just loving it, and just everyone was like, "Oh, I sobbed at it like a baby." It's so good, dude.
That's cute. Yeah. That's cute.
And that's a show that had quality issues for a lot of its run, but you watch that series finale and you go, "It was all worth it."
That's a big.
I love you, JD.
Yeah, I love you, JD.
No, there's a line in it where he goes, "And who's to say this isn't what happens? Who can say that my fantasies won't come true just this once?" And he spent the whole show fantasizing.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
that's great.
It's beautiful.
See, you gotta, writing's important.
And they had written that one, in season 4 or something.
Oh, really?
They not retrofitted, but they updated it with the times for season 8. Anyway.
Cleaned it up.
So, this is the non-anime show.
Yeah. This is TV talk, really.
TV talk.
TV talk with Mike and Mike.
TV tropes with Jay and Row.
Jay and
Jolly.
Let's work on that. By the way, that is one of my nicknames.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Jolly and
What's one?
Rowlex.
I was gonna say I like that actually.
Rolex. Yeah, that's cool. You know me, I'm a very materialist.
Traditional materialist.
Traditional materialist man. We're just going to keep adding to that.
You have to keep adding to the traditional man.
Materialist man.
Yeah, exactly. That's fantastic.
But yeah, so we hate TV.
Yeah, obviously.
I hate American TV, but you know what I love?
Yeah.
Japanese TV.
Ooh.
Just all Japanese TV good.
I mean, all Japanese good.
That's
all American bad.
I think when we were younger and first getting into anime, I'm sure there's somewhere on the internet where I was like, anime is so much better than Western animation.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
I feel that Japanese animation, the thing about Japanese television from the anime side is that I feel like they're way more adventurous than American animation.
I think that we got to be careful with that type of talk just because the properties that are being imported to America are the tip of the iceberg.
That's a great point. They are picking what comes forward and what stays behind. You're all right.
And cream tends to rise to the top.
Have you seen the Randy Savage? The Randy Savage little meme?
No.
I have. Should I show it to you? It's really funny.
We can edit it if it's not funny.
It is hilarious.
All right.
I will try to see if I can find it.
Macho Man Randy Savage is not a hippie. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in. Outside interference here. I'm living a nightmare. But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I am the cream. Let me say it here. Let me say it out loud. The cream of the crop. I am the cream.
I am the cream.
I am the cream.
That is... I'm going to be adding that to my lexicon.
I am the cream.
I am the cream. Yeah, that's really good. Have you seen Always Sunny when Charlie is trying to get Dennis and Mac to face off against each other in it's like an all-night dance-a-thon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's
talking about that, like, it's not a marathon, but it's like it's the last one falls.
Yeah, last one standing gets the bar. Because Charlie, due to his illiteracy, put the bar up as the prize since he thought it was the pride section.
Right. The pride.
And they're like, damn it, your illiteracy has screwed us again. But Mac and Charlie are talking, and he's like, dude, he's so jealous of you. He's like, yeah, you're right. Cream always rises to the top, and he hates that I'm putting my cream in his face. Oh, he hates that.
I do remember that line. Old Sonny is some good shit.
Yeah, it was fundamental to my sense of humor and possibly detrimental as well.
Could have been. You know what? Sonny came around at a weird time when it probably was.
I think I would just like repeat like their rhythm and their
they have a good rhythm. Yeah, repeating some Sonny stuff.
The problematic dialogue. When I looked at my old Facebook statuses, and I saw like little things I would quote from the show. I was like, oh no, If people who are not familiar with the show saw this, they wouldn't like see that as a joke. They'd see that as like, oh, I hate this guy.
You were on the dentist system, weren't you?
Yes. Demonstrate value. Yep. Engage physically. Yeah. Nurture. Is it codependence? Or?
Something like that. What was the other end, though?
Neglect. Was it initiate or intimidate? Like, I feel like something scary happened.
Yeah.
And then S is separate entirely. Yep. But, there's that scene where he calls and he says, I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to kill you. Oh, yeah. He would basically cause a problem so that she would have to call him and rely on him to help.
Separate entirely is so
Separate entirely is the funniest shit.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of, what's his actual name? Glenn
Howerton.
Yeah, Glenn Howerton, I think is... I love the whole cast.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not separating them. I'm not trying to separate them, but what I'm saying is that Glenn doesn't get a lot of shine for how hilarious he is on this show.
I think he does now.
He does now, But, Charlie was the step-out guy. He
was.
really got out
He was my favorite for many years. And I think they all kind of leveled out together in the later seasons. Like, Charlie is no longer, like, heads and above my favorite cast member anymore.
No.
And I don't think that means he's gotten worse. Well, maybe. But I think they've all...
It's just because of the longevity that they've had. Is you can only write so many things.
They've plateaued together. Yeah. Right. I think the show is still good. That every season has standout episodes where I go, oh, that's one of my new faves.
I gotta really go back and try to watch some of this stuff and at least find like you're saying, like one or two of those really like heavy hitters.
It's not late season Simpsons or Family Guy.
Sure,
it's like each season is good.
Yeah,
I'd say still
for sure.
But I want to. What's that?
I said it's enjoyable.
It's not like a. At the same time, I wouldn't mind if it ended, but I'm not like clamoring for it to end. You get that
You're not
way
in pain that they're still going.
Yeah, you get that way with certain shows where it's like you could just stop watching, but for some reason you're like the legacy.
Why is it still going on? You're ruining it.
No, but
no, they're in a good space.
Yeah. I wanted to mention that there's this box set I got recently.
Oh, sure,
for the band Metallica.
Nice.
Yeah, you know those guys, Metallica.
I know about I know some of those guys in that band.
Metal. Yeah, I know you guys. You're always bragging about it.
I bring my sax around every so often.
Guys, you point to the sax. Need anything? Or?
Need a little tube?
Nah, man.
No, we're a little heavier than that.
Yeah, we're still a metal band, man.
All right, well.
This is metal.
Yeah, this is metal too. He's like tapping.
tap. Nothing more metal than the sax. They've muted your mic. For some reason, you're in the studio and you have a mic in front of you, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Metallica is one of my favorite bands. I get a lot of adversity for this. Yeah, mostly from the ladies. For some reason, there'll be some funny reactions when girls find out I like Metallica. They go, "Wait, really?" And I like that's the reaction. Like, really?
You know what it is? Your outer appearance doesn't scream Metallica.
Sugarcube, yeah.
Sugarcube.
Sort of a Sugarcube.
More Sugarcube, bro.
The Sugarcube quandary. The Michael Rowland story.
Yeah, the Michael Rowland story.
It's more of a sugar circle.
Yeah,
it's dome.
Weezer makes sense.
Yeah, Beach Boys.
Beach Boys makes sense.
I love this guy.
Yeah,
he's a teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
Ippo starts to scare people a bit.
Yeah, but it still makes sense for Ippo's sake.
Yeah,
you start to veer off a little.
The rom-coms get me back in with the, good graces of the, let's just say, the fairer sex.
Yeah. And by the way, the Prince thing is like an ace in your hole.
Yeah.
Because you say Prince.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Metallica thing is very intimidating, possibly threatening. Aggressive.
They're like, no, wait.
They're like, wait.
I thought you were Sugarcube.
This is sort of a red flag.
This is a red flag. I thought you weren't one of those guys.
One of those toxic males.
Yeah.
And I say, no, I'm tradit. And they go, shut up.
Yeah, I'm tradit.
Shut up. I listen to your podcast. You guys never stop doing that bit.
I heard you. It's over.
It's owarida. It's Japanese for it's over.
I love that.
So Metallica, when it comes to their releases, they've always been really great at like giving fans just not only what they want, but like 10 times more than what they want.
Sure.
And in the 90s, they put out this album called Load.
Okay.
And it was their first album since the Black Album, which is the album with like Enter Sandman, Nothing Else Matters, Wherever I May Roam, Sad But True, all the hits.
Mm-hmm. All the big hits.
Yeah. It was when they crossed over.
Yeah.
And the album came out in 1996.
Okay.
And it is one of their most derided albums because it's the first album that you could say was not metal by them.
Okay.
It's got a mix of styles. It goes bluesy sometimes, hard rock. Mm-hmm. There's sections of it that sound inspired by the alternative rock, of the day, like.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then behind the scenes, this is new info, but they said this is the Bob Moldy riff, and Bob Mold is from Minnesota for the band Husker Du. He was one of the writers and songwriters of that band.
Okay.
So
he has a riff.
Yeah. He has, it's an inspired, when you're a songwriter, you'll do riffs and you go, that's such a Smashing Pumpkins riff.
Right.
Riff.
Right.
So, but in the riff tapes that are included in this box set I got, you hear them go, There's a Bob Moldy riff, and for years, the song title was known, or the demo working title was just Moldy, and nobody knew what that meant.
Sure.
So it was like a mystery solved.
Sure. That's dope. That's really super dope.
But this was a brave thing for them to do because the Metallica album that came out in 1991, I think, it was their big crossover pop album, but it was still heavy metal.
Yeah.
And they could have just done
more of it,
more of the same, more in that vein, because they still had a lot of their core fans hanging on after that album. There were people who were pissed, but it wasn't like the big, like, fuck you, like, that it could have been. You know what I mean? Like, their concerts were still selling out. But instead, they go like, okay, they were on tour for like 3+ years for the Black Album.
Sure.
So they took some time off with their families and started to like figure out who they were now. And when they came back to Metallica, they just did what they wanted to do.
Yeah, instead. I respect that.
Yeah, me too. And what came out of it was a ton of songs. James and Lars worked together in Lars's basement. They called it the Dungeon. And that's how the band had always been, was James and Lars, the drummer. Yep. And James is the rhythm guitar and vocalist.
Sure.
That they wrote the majority of the material together. And Lars is a genius at like arranging riffs and
nice.
And James is a genius at writing just a shit ton of awesome riffs.
Sure.
They wound up writing like 28, I think, songs. And so what they did was they said, wow, okay, well, we're going to do a double album. This is great.
The dreaded double album.
Yeah, this is the thing about Metallica I don't like, is that they are the type of band where when they write stuff, it's on the album.
Oh, it's no cuts.
Yeah.
It's like, these are the songs we did.
Yeah. For the most part, there's notable exceptions, but it's most of the time they write stuff and go, that's a song, and it's on the album. And it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, so they wrote 28 songs, and they got into the studio with the same producer from the Black Album, which they had like kind of hated working with during that period, because they spent like 2 years working on that album. So imagine that, like slogging out in the studio day in and day out, then slogging it out on the road day in and day out.
Yeah.
But they respected the guy, and they respected what they accomplished together. And he was down to work with them again if they legitimately like redesigned a studio in order to make it so he would work with them. Because he's like, the studio you guys want to work in San Fran, the drum room, the ceiling isn't high enough, and this and that.
Type of guys.
And then they said, okay, we'll rebuild it.
All right.
Yeah, and they spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that.
Jeez.
It's insane. Yeah, that's how rich they were.
Who's the guy they're working with?
Bob Rock.
Bob Rock, and he is a
producer.
Okay, so he's a music producer.
He got Motley Crue some hits.
Oh, okay.
Got Metallica some hits.
Okay.
So they're like, this guy's great. They hazed him like crazy.
Of course.
Takamura style.
Yeah.
But never anything as bad as Takamura.
Of course.
but so they wind up realizing this is going to take fucking forever.
They were, by the way, in the process of working with him, did they already have the songs done?
Yes. Yeah.
So everything's done. Well, the songs that they wanted, which is all of them, was done.
They were done. Yeah.
Okay.
They got them in working shape and sent him the demos.
I see.
So the arrangements and everything were done.
Got it.
Not the lyrics, though, because James is the type of songwriter where he, in the demos, will go, wa-na-na-na-na.
Oh, okay.
Like just vocalize.
So it wasn't complete.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
was done.
Lots of room for Bob to add stuff. The general song structure was done.
Got it.
That's how I typically work, too.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah, the song structure's done, but there's a lot of room for... Like, I typically just do guitar tracks, send that to a producer, and say, here's what we're going to build with.
Got it. Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, and I'm just as good as Metallica.
Absolutely.
And just as big.
Obviously.
Physically.
I mean, look at you.
Look at you.
I mean, look at you.
Let's not shame me. You freak.
You freak.
But, so, what winds up happening is that they are still quality-minded. They're still maybe not at... No, yeah. They're still as quality-minded as they were on the Black Album.
Yeah.
They spend weeks trying to get the right drum sound, trying to get the right guitar sound.
Sure.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the studio for big budget signed record bands I can't talk, from the 90s. that the artists themselves don't even have to be there for, you know?
Oh, that's cool.
But they are starting to realize that the whole double album thing isn't going to be possible, and then also then going on tour, because the tour was like decided on years ago, and they set up the dates already, so they need to finish the album by this time, but it's probably not going to happen.
This is the tour for the last album?
For the new album, the new proposed album in 1996.
So they already set up their tour for an album that has not released.
Exactly, yeah, because when you're a big machine, you got to make sure to book those stadiums
way
in
ahead
advance.
of time.
Yep. So
that's so tricky, man.
Yep. So the record label's like, you guys need to finish that album because we need something to promote. And they're like, we are not done with a single song.
Right, what do you want?
But it's also like, that's how much money they have, that they're spending months and months in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So they take the 14 songs that they are like
sure about,
most tight on, and like the ones that they're closest to being fully done with. And this is Load. This is Load. And they wound up choosing the simplest songs because they, in their words, it was like, well, the simpler ones were easier to get done.
Of course.
Fast.
Of course they were.
They left some of the harder stuff for the one after this. But it winds up being an incredibly cohesive
14-track album.
Yeah.
Okay, so it didn't end up being a double disc.
No, but it wound up being Load, and then the year after, Reload.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Well, so Load is a hated album in the Metallica discography.
Okay.
But they put out this 2025 collector's edition of the album, a giant box. It's like the whole kitchen sink Load experience.
Oh, interesting.
It comes with a lyrics packet, like of handwritten lyrics by James.
Nice.
Comes with various pictures, like 4 DVDs, a bunch of live soundboard recordings, and it's just incredible. And my only qualm with the contents is just that for the Load era of Metallica, the actual live performances for it, they didn't do the thing where the band is so confident in the new material they play a bunch of it. So what winds up happening is that they did escape from the studio for like a few days and did a few shows, and they debuted 2 songs from that material.
Yeah.
But those 2 songs are on those DVDs a shit ton. So I wound up getting so sick of hearing them.
Just keep playing those 2 records.
Yeah, and so like if there's behind the scenes footage, they play those songs in the background. Of course. Because there's old MTV reports and stuff.
Yeah, and old classic MTV news stuff.
And they wound up not like playing, you know, when a band is really hyped on their new album and they play a bunch of it in the concert.
Yeah, and some people don't love that.
Yeah. I respect it even if I'm not a fan of the album.
Sure.
They didn't do that for Load though. So like the concerts that are included with this it's not like you don't hear the whole album. Yeah. So it's not exactly my favorite bunch of live footage, and I haven't like finished checking out the DVDs, but what I've seen is really incredible, and the behind the scenes footage, what they did get is really fascinating and really cool. And but
how does Metallica feel about this album and their do you?
Funny you should say that. No. Funny you should say that. There's a book included, which is really great. The writing that Metallica does with their like archival releases is really, really great. Usually, they had a fan club that had a fan magazine, and I have a book full of them. And the interviews were just awesome in that.
Nice.
They did such a great job running that magazine like professionally, and it was just so. That's another thing where they went above and beyond and probably lost money on it because they're just like, we love our fans.
Right.
And, you know.
I think it's a cool concept though.
Yeah. And even though they don't have a magazine anymore, they still have an online version of it where they put these high quality articles. But
nice.
It's interesting you say that. As a hardcore fan, I've seen them give quotes about it over the years, and occasionally they'll talk about how they feel about it. For the book that was included in this, that includes like interviews from like everyone they could get who was there, like the artist who did the front cover, the music video director for this song here, the bassist who left the band in like 2000 but was a huge part of this recording process. They did not have an essay by James Hetfield, the singer, or Lars Ulrich, the drummer, or Kirk Hammett, the lead guitarist, which is a shame because I really was looking forward to hearing how they feel about the album nowadays.
Right.
Because it's been so long, and the stuff they've said about it over the years is not complimentary.
Sure.
The ugly truth about this album is 14 tracks is a lot. And it is like 79 minutes, this album.
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah, because 14 to me is not the longest track list I've ever heard. But
these guys had bloated song structures. I'm a huge fan, and I'll admit that some songs of theirs go on for too long. And
what's the general time? The time
for this album, it's like 6 minutes. Like that's the average.
That is hefty.
The last song is like, and this is the best song, by the way. So don't get too worried.
Yeah.
It's like 9 minutes and 58 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 minutes though generally for us, so that's pretty hefty.
Yeah, per song. Yeah.
So, hefty.
I'm a huge fan of Load. It's my second favorite Metallica album after Master of Puppets from 1986, which is phenomenal. But Load it has some of their highest highs, and
I like that.
And I would say that there's only like 2 songs that I would get rid of. But there is filler. It is esoteric. There's weird songs where they have like talk boxes and
they used the talk box on the album.
There's some alt rock radio ready songs.
That's so interesting.
There's a bluesy number called 2x4 about hitting someone with a 2x4.
Interesting.
There's a song called Bleeding Me, which is pretty much like inspired by James Hetfield's experiences with his first time at rehab and mental health stuff. And there's incredible riffs here. They didn't lose their ability to riff at all. And I would recommend people check it out and give it a fair shake.
Sure.
And, set aside time to check it out because it's a long one. It's not perfect, but it's beautifully flawed. One of my favorite albums ever. And
that's dope.
Even though I got burnt out because of that, the two songs over and over.
Right.
That's just, it's the shame of how most of the footage they got was from this escape from the studio where they were still in the process of recording the album. So of course they'd only do 2 songs.
Yeah, we got the 2 joints that we really know.
But anyway, it's just one of those things that like I treasure greatly, and it was something that I splurged on and said, this is one of my favorite albums of all time, and I really should support that they're doing this, because they could have just skipped this and nobody would really be that that unhappy.
This is what I'm saying. So it makes me think that they have some type of reverence for it, because why do it?
Yeah.
Especially if you think your fans aren't keen on that album.
Yeah.
That means if you put all the effort to kind of collect all these things, it sounds like you would be, not you, but the band, you would be interested in wanting to put that out because you care about it enough to put it out.
I would hope so. It's just
the point.
It bugs me that like I paid this much money and they didn't feel the need to include James and Lars and Kirk's thoughts, and they didn't feel like they had the energy to write anything.
Is it in any of the DVDs that were in there too, or
not? As far as I can tell, there's concerts, and the final DVD is like their TV performances from around that time.
Got it. Okay. That's the fireworks. So we're past July 4th, so
okay.
Everyone's got the remaining fireworks.
Well, there's no dogs here.
Nope.
Yip, 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 yip.
Yip, 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 yip.
That's just my reaction to the fireworks. Yip, 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 yip. But
true dog.
Yeah, but so I still think it's an incredible document of the whole time period. They took photos that fans sent in of the time period, and there's all sorts of behind the scenes goodies I still haven't finished looking at. And I love how they do box sets. Nobody does it better. Like
nice.
I got one for the Black Album, which isn't even like my top. I think it's like my 5th favorite Metallica album. But the box set was so good for it that I'm like, fuck, I got to get this shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
And the DVDs for that one, that was an album where they played like all of it pretty much, except for like one song.
Sure.
So I got to see all sorts of different performances, and
it's fun.
Yeah. So
super fun.
Music nerd talk.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I don't know if there's much new music I've been. The new HIMYM album is pretty good. That's an all-female pop rock group.
Yeah, I know a little bit about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was hesitant about it because I didn't like the single from the album, but I gave it a fair shot.
And you were paid off by the
and their record label said, "Can you talk about this on the Akira Slice podcast?" And
Please.
I said, it's Akira Slide. And they said, we don't care.
Just talk about it.
Your influence is as good as Joe Bogan.
Yeah, Joe Bogan.
Joe Bogan, which is a podcast that people go to when they mistype.
It's Joe Bogan. That's who I'm going to.
Joe Bogey.
Joe Budden.
That's
That's a rapper. Mr. Frank Ocean.
Ocean.
Yep. He's released.
Laotian.
Finally.
Sorry.
No, I like Laotian. I like, by the way, you make me jump into Laotian. Speaking of Laotian, there's a few restaurants, Laos restaurants, that are popping off.
I'll have to go. Bring some Kool-Aid.
Bring some Kool-Aid with me. The twist top one, not the twist top.
The waxy.
We're not going to bring the jug. The jug of granulated sugar.
But sorry, go ahead.
No, so...
Mr. Frank Ocean.
Mr. Frank Ocean.
Blonde.
Yep, Mr. Blonde himself. Finally released Channel Orange and vinyl.
Ooh.
I didn't buy it yet. And now the fans are booing. Like, boo, why didn't you spend money?
That's a cool record, though.
It is a really good record.
I haven't heard all of it, but
it's really good.
I've had friends put stuff from it on mixes for me.
Yeah.
And my little brother did, too.
Yeah. Frank's got a great catalog. Smaller catalog, but a great catalog nonetheless. But
he's a curator. He says, I'm only going to give you my very best.
Yep.
And we say, Frank, come on.
Did you hear about... Well, he had this amazing... He got out of his record contract. I don't know if you know about this story. Some of the big Frank fans know it.
Frank Freaks.
Frank Freaks. Freakers. Frank Freakers.
Yes.
So basically, he had like 2 more albums left on his contract to be... No, he had... Yeah, 2. He was probably signed to a 2-album deal. Mm-hmm. And I think he wanted to get out of the contract. And he put out Channel Orange. So he had another album left before you get off the contract or something like that. These numbers will be a little off, but the basic gist is, so what he did was he released a visual album called Endless, I think, that was part of the album deal. And then literally, I think a few hours later, released Blonde.
Oh, wow.
Which was the independent album because he had already satisfied the 2-album deal with... Endless was kind of like this... I actually was listening to it more recently. It's actually got really great material on it. But it was almost like a pump fake for the record label because it's like... So he could make money off of the Blonde... like as an independent artist.
Wow, okay.
So he did like this like little switcheroo. Yeah. They're thinking they're getting, maybe Blonde for their release or whatever, but he really slipped it into the Endless and then released Blonde. This is a little butchered, but the story is basically like that.
Okay.
So he got out of his contract and was able to do that very sneakily, and nobody's ever been able to do that since because I think they changed the way the contracts are written after he did that.
Classic.
Yeah, so he was ahead of his time in that way.
Skullduggery.
Oh, yeah. Super skullduggery.
That's great. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they finally released Channel Orange. I think I would have jumped on it if I didn't already have like a bootleg version of it. And this is what happens like a lot of times with fans, like if they don't get the vinyl, like, or if there's no vinyl press. So there was never a vinyl pressing for Channel Orange.
Yeah, until now.
Yeah, until now. And then Blonde only had like 1 release of the vinyl pressing like on Black Friday, like around the time it released or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he would periodically, randomly, like not, it would, sorry, my chair is squeaking. He squeak, as I'm laughing.
Audacity has the noise removal, so if I can just get you squeaking, let's be quiet and have you squeak. The damn fireworks are going.
You take that out too.
Yeah. There's actually fans who are not happy about our How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, they're shooting at us right now. We're getting shot at.
Oh, man.
So here's the squeak, just for pure silence.
We're good.
There you go.
But I might just keep that in because it's funny.
It is a funny squeak. I did a couple squeaks in there so you can really pinpoint one and then leave the rest of them.
I love it.
Yeah, So yeah, Blonde would just periodically, it would just show up on his website as available, and then whoever bought them, it would then be done.
Yeah.
And I got one of them, so I got the real Blonde.
Sweet.
Because news thing would be like, Blonde's available.
I know that album. I like that one.
Yeah, solid.
Right.
Yeah, General Orange is great as well. I probably still, since I still have the bootleg, I still want the real, because it's cool to have like the real version of these things, and hopefully it'll still be available for me to get whenever I do get it. But I was excited about that release, and then on a different music tangent aside from that, I know that we did the Pet Sounds album breakdown.
Rest in peace, Brian Wilson.
Rest in peace, Brian Wilson.
We've never talked about that on the pod.
We never did, and it's this shit always happens to us. So weird.
Yeah, we just got to stop covering anything. Yeah, no, and that was a sad day to find that out, but I just didn't cry. I just didn't cry. I think once I found out that he had like dementia. Yeah. And with everything else he's gone through, I'm just glad he's not suffering anymore.
That's a really good point, honestly.
Yeah, that's how I've felt about like loved ones when they get diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia. Is like, right. I kind of mourn them while they're here. And with Brian, it's like he wasn't doing shows anymore, nor was he really doing public appearances. What we did see was like he wasn't even he wasn't even talking anymore. So it's like when I heard the news, what I won't forget is that my buddy Tad Good, he sent me a link from TMZ, and I immediately knew that it was
you had a feel.
Yeah, and that's the same thing that happened when he sent a link about Prince's passing. He sent me a link, and he's like, apparently someone died at Paisley Park, and I was like, not Prince, right? Because the first thing that came out was someone died at Paisley Park. I don't know if you remember that.
Someone died.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, wow, but not Prince, right? And he's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. And then I Googled it, and
it was on there.
Yeah, and so, yeah, Tad is like the Grim Reaper, or he is always the first to post celebrity deaths.
Quick news.
Yeah. Good news. Not.
Fake news.
Well, his last name's Good, so that's
true. Good news.
Heck of a pun.
Yeah, that's good. That is quite a.
He's never heard that before.
I'm sure not.
Never. But yeah, so just wanted to say rest in peace, Brian, and he was just an incredible influence on me and on so many people, and his legacy is secured as like the biggest genius in pop music history, at least for the 60s. And,
yeah, man. It's cool that we got to celebrate him in an interesting way.
Yeah. And,
before
Mike woke.
Yeah, before Mike woke hit the scene.
The fact that that came out, I think,
yeah, like a few days after, honestly. Or excuse me, a few weeks after.
Yeah,
Mike woke.
I think Brian would have laughed at that.
Oh yeah,
I hope
that's funny. I think it's a pretty good funny. When we landed on that, it was pretty great.
One of the best. And by the way, people still they reference that to me.
Do they?
Including a lovely young woman, but I won't say anything further.
That's so great so that's really moving, huh?
Yeah.
Mike Woke is fucking hilarious.
In a group chat, they changed my name to Mike Woke.
That's amazing.
Or Sugarcube is I like to be called.
As the ladies like to call me.
All right, that's my R&B singer name.
Yeah, Sugarcube.
Sugarcube. Oh man, I should do an R&B side project.
That actually would be really sick.
I love R&B. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get back. We gotta get into that. Speaking of Frank,
you say we gotta get back like we used to do.
We gotta get back to like we used to do.
The joints we used to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember the time?
Yeah, Michael.
You gave that to Michael Jackson instead of me.
I'll give you an interesting. Since we were talking about Prince and the fallen ones,
and then you have to go back to the Brian Wilson thing you were gonna say too.
Yeah, what was my Brian Wilson thing?
I don't know.
I was saying something about how.
Speaking of pet sounds, you said.
Oh, yes.
Or pet sounds.
Yes. My thing was, I was saying was, it was good that we covered that, and I was going to talk about, the other half of it, which we probably won't get into today, which is the Nas topic.
Yes.
And I'm still being very waffly about if I want to do the Untitled album or if I want to do Hip Hop Is Dead.
Well, I've listened to the Untitled one a few times, and I have my favorites on there.
Okay.
So.
I think I still will do the Untitled.
Okay.
But I guess I will usher in some of the Hip Hop Is Dead energy into this new, Untitled album. It's kind of divisive, but I think that's why I think it's really cool and good. But we
can switch to a different album if you want. America.
Yeah,
that one.
That third verse. Anyway,
we won't get into it today.
Anyway.
No, but I've listened to it a few times.
Yeah, it stands out to me. But speaking of Nas, though, is what I was going to bring up is there's been this topic that's been going around.
Yeah,
it's not very. I don't know how it caught so much steam, but do you know the rapper Jim Jones?
Why do I not know that?
You shouldn't. Well, that sounds disrespectful. What I mean to say is he does have a song during high school that you know.
Okay.
The Ballin' record.
Okay.
Ballin', you remember that?
Yeah. No, I'm lying. I don't remember.
Ballin', yeah, it was in my high school. Was
it on MySpace?
I'm sure it was.
Okay.
People used it a lot for like certain things.
Jim Jones is a famous cult leader.
Yes. Yeah, he took that name.
Okay.
So Jim Jones is a part of the Dipset crew, which has Cameron and
I know that
Joel Santana, and so Jim Jones was in that.
Okay,
and then he did a solo. He broke off and did solo stuff. It's kind of like the third act of the group, because Cameron's the main guy. Joel Santana was like the one that was going to follow up behind Cameron as far as like succeed after him, and then Jim Jones kind of was unexpectedly started doing solo stuff. So he had that really big song called Ballin' or whatever. Yeah. That got really big in like 2007 or something like that. Like
that MySpace era.
Yeah, MySpace era. Yeah, around that time when we were in high school, junior, senior year for me. So he had that record. Then Jim later on in his career, past 7 years, 5 to 7 years or so, has been releasing some really consistent projects and kind of being more visible as a MC, and people were starting to respect him more as a solo artist. Like, oh, he's actually got good material. He's got good songs, blah, blah, blah. He was on a podcast. Jim Jones was on a podcast randomly, and somehow Nas came into the conversation, and he started saying things like he's better than Nas. He's Nas isn't relevant anymore. Stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah. a lot of rappy, boasty shit that he was talking. He's talking a lot of shit. Kind of, he's trolling though too, heavy trolling.
That's good.
Like, I'm better. Nas can't even. I could wrap circles around Nas.
I think that's what's missing in music nowadays. Trolling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sincerely.
Yeah. They used to do it a lot more. I think
with social media, it becomes a lot lamer.
Yeah.
But if he's on a radio show, it's less lame.
Yes, exactly. So he's on a podcast talking shit.
Or sorry,
no, I'm saying
I'm an old man. I hear you say podcast, and I go radio.
No, radio too. So a lot of these guys will jump up on Power 105 and Charlemagne and shit like that, or they'll be on Hot 97,
rap based radio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a few that are out there still. So
hip hop.
He's done that. But no, he's on a podcast talking shit, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then he sparked this conversation. This is what the point was. He released some new music or something.
Yeah.
Started saying he was better than Nas, blah, blah, blah.
Interesting timing.
Yeah.
Not usually what happens.
When you want to bait and lure.
You wait until there's no new music.
Thank you.
So you don't have any promotion reason behind boasting.
And then you put it out there for everyone to bite on. So this topic came up. Oh, is he better than Nas? Everyone laughed it off. A lot of people did.
Yeah.
But some people were like, no, Jim's good. He's good shit. And he's good. Jim is good. But to compare yourself to the legend that is Nas, and especially since Nas in the last 2 to 3 years, he released 6 albums.
Wow.
With one producer.
Jeez.
Like, this guy is, like, evergreen.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, like, this guy is evergreen. He released this King Disease series. Yeah. So you had 1, 2, 3 King's Diseases. And then on the back end of those King's Diseases, he released Magic series by the same producer, and he released them within 2-year time period.
Yeah,
like, so he basically had like a rebirth, not a rebirth, but he got inspired again, like to like he found his producer basically, like kind of like a Quincy Jones Michael type of situation.
Totally, yeah.
Like, he found his guy, and then he just went off. So like started just creativity flowing. So this guy's been making music since like 92.
Yeah.
It's 2025. Still relevant, still making music that people really like. He's not in the mainstream as far as like he's not of the generation now, so he's not like the Kendrick Cole Drake, like he's not in that gen.
But he's an event artist that people still respect and still
look for. Yeah, exactly. So
we got Ballin'.
Yeah, we got Mr. Ballin'. I'm like dissing the shit out of him. I'm not really.
I was the first one to diss him. I don't even remember the song. I'm just doing a little trolling.
I would play it just to be funny.
Content ID.
Yeah, exactly. We get tagged.
No.
5 seconds. Only 5 seconds.
Nah, I was just kidding. I don't remember what the song goes like.
Yeah, it's okay. But anyway, so it became a topic and everyone started making content around it.
Sure.
And you could tell that this also shows how Nas is still relevant because everyone came to his defense like, are you kidding me? Like, and if he were a dinosaur, like how Jim is kind of trying to couch it as, they would let a comment like that go and like, oh yeah, maybe Jim is better than him or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't have all these YouTube videos of people like defending him and saying like, oh, Nas did this and Nas is the greatest. But, you know, all this energy. So I think it's really interesting that's come back into topic. And I think we can then go into the Nas thing and I can kind of start to talk more about the Untitled album. Yeah. And maybe a little bit of Hip Hop's Dead leading into it and stuff like that. But it's fun. It's getting the water stirred up by Jim, and I can watch. I'm like a mega fan of Nas, so I'm like he's like my favorite hip hop artist ever. So it's cool to see like more people kind of like refocusing back on, you know, Nas again, and Jim's got himself in the conversation. So
let's do a Nas record for the what do you think of that series?
Yes,
the week after next, because I think next week is our HIMYM Ippo.
Back to the
new challenger.
Back to the Palooza.
Back to the Miata.
back to the Miata.
Back to the handsome Miata.
Yeah, you know, the cool, bro.
Sorry about that.
The cool.
Freudian slip. But yeah, Miata is one of my favorite characters now, by the way.
Yeah.
But perhaps Nas will best him.
Yeah, maybe.
My favorite
you never know.
This character of Nas, you know.
I can't wait to do like a series where I compare hip hop artists to anime characters.
I think it'll go over well.
Honestly,
the gunshots outside this window should cease.
I'm near the city, so you never know.
Oh,
you never know.
It's fireworks, guys.
I'm kidding.
It's fireworks. But I like the idea of people being so mad at our anime comparisons.
Shooting in the air.
It's Hunter, not Hunter X Hunter. You idiot.
Hunter X?
It's all white nerds.
It is all white nerds.
shooting the first
They're just
gun.
Opening their windows and just shooting out of it.
They didn't leave their house.
No, they would never leave their chair.
Relatable. All right, well, I get it. As a recovering nerd, I get it.
Recovering?
Nani? That's always my go-to. Thanks for listening. You can check us out on Spotify or Instagram or, you know, TikTok. Yeah, the TikTok. There you go. That's correct. Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe.
At Dermot.mn. That's my artist name, but we post the podcast on there for socials. And Spotify, you don't search for Dermot MN.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. You would search for Akira Slide Podcast.
Mm-hmm. It's a grab bag of everything.
Yeah. And make sure to write a review. Really helps. Rate us. Right now we got like a 4.2. Now, guys, come on. We got to get higher than that.
Actually, you know what? Me being the optimist.
Oh boy.
I like a 4.2. You know what a 4.2 says? It says these are not fake reviews. And it says there's room
to grow.
But this is good at where it's at now.
It's good where it's at. That's the good news.
Right.
And the even better news is it's going to get better.
Thank you.
But it also says that we got one hater in there. And that's what I focus on. I laser in on it.
I mean, not just you, man.
I laser shark.
The entire internet culture, we all laser on the neg.
Yeah. Oh, the what now? No, I'm just kidding.
The neg, man. The neg.
My wife, the neg?
Yeah, the nag. Exactly.
She's all right. She's good.
Close that damn door.
All right. Next week is Hajime no Ippo, new challenger.
Yes.
And then after that, we're going to be doing some Nas.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Talk?
What do you think of that?
In the meantime, I got 2 words for you. Keep sliding.
Keep sliding.
Screw it.
Peace.